Ho 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 skanks, and whores and hookers and all you other little bitches in between. I've got two little things going here, so if my eye directions going in different places, just deal with it, okay? That's the first grievance we're gonna air. If you're unhappy with that, I don't care. By the way, now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Die Hard is a damn Christmas movie. Hello, Bill the Kirk, for joining on Instagram. Yes, we're doing Instagram and YouTube this year. Going to give a little bit for y'all to settle in. I'm going to take a little bit of Diet Coke because, I am heated this year. Lord, I am heated. Besides the usual suspects. Okay, first off, and most importantly, you may notice that there is not a nice fuzzy. There's still a cat tree here, but I don't know. It looks a little empty. This is my first and main fucking grievance. Hello, I am Sky. My first main grievance, Uptown Animal Hospital in Andersonville of Chicago. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you to fucking infinity for basically murdering my cat. Yes, there is no Phoenix this year because she passed away in March. Why? Because literally where this Christmas tree is standing, she threw up her fucking life. I'm talking, she threw up. Now, this is graphic. Blackish brown stuff. And I took her to the vet and they said, oh, she has an infection. And I said, isn't that indicative of internal bleeding? And they're like, no, here's some antibiotics, go home. Less than 48 hours later, she was dead from internal bleeding. So, Uptown Animal Hospital, you are my biggest fucking grievance. I hate you. There were 8 vets there now. There are now like 1. I have single handedly probably put this place out of business, and I have no fucking regrets whatso fucking ever. No regrets whatsoever. I have trashed them on Yelp, Nextdoor, Facebook, anywhere I could trash this vet hospital. I have trashed them. Why? Because they deserve it for their damn negligence. Like I said, now I have a machine gun. It's my freaking mouth and these fingers, all 10 of them, which, by the way, not a grievance. Props to Rockstar Nails. Keeping me looking fresh all damn year. Yes, if you were in the Chicago area, do not take your animal to Uptown Animal Hospital. They will kill it. Um, the usual suspects. I still hate my brother. I still hate my sister-in-law, and I still hate my niece. Supposedly, my brother wah, 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 has some kind of chronic going to plague him the rest of his life, probably kill him illness. To which I just say, um, hey, whatever device, play Karma by Taylor Swift. Frankly, he deserves it. Do not care. Bill the Kirk says he is drinking Christmas beer. I'm drinking Diet Coke. I will be drinking some high noons later. Props to them as well. That is not a grievance. I do have another grievance. COVID. COVID can suck my dick. Not that I have one, but if I did, they could suck it. Oh yeah, there's another grievance. All you idiots who insist on saying that I look like a man. At least once a week, I get some asshole on social media that tells me I look like a man. I do not care. I'm probably a bigger man than you. Nothing says fragile, toxic masculinity than telling some girl she looks like a man. There, I said it. Um, Anyway, COVID. COVID sucks. I've had it twice. I had it twice. One time I tested negative the whole damn time, and I'm pretty sure that's what killed my cat. Um, or something else. I don't know. I never got any answers. Why? Because again, Uptown Animal Hospital sucks. Um, yeah, COVID sucks for like 6 months. I had like no life because I was on a litany of drugs, mostly beta blockers, to keep my heart rate from spiking up to like 190, just doing something like this. Fun times. Say what? People are weird. Yes, people are weird. Um, anyway, oh, happy Festivus from JR Media Productions. Yes, happy Festivus. This is where I talk shit about everyone. Um, while we're on the topic of photographers, go hire JR Media Productions. But we will air this grievance. The headshot photographer that ghosted me for 3 months. I was blessed enough to sign with a new modeling agency, new acting agency, and they told me to go get headshots. So I contacted this one and we gelled. We had a Zoom. It was great. And then he proceeded to ghost me. So not happy about that. Luckily, I found a new photographer here in Chicago that is agency approved, and we are shooting on January 11th. Can't wait to show you the photos. I should air the own grievance of myself. Yes, this is me taking accountability. I am literally posting modeling photos from 2021 because now, granted, I should give myself some grace because, I have been dealing with grief, trauma, long COVID, but it's no excuse for me having no motivation and some days just sitting in bed all day instead of posting photos and being, active and doing things that I should be doing as a model and an actor. I'm listing myself as a freaking grievance. Bill the Kirk says, I get ghosted by Facebook dating women all the time. That's because most of them are probably catfish. I'm going to be honest. That's that. I don't even bother with Facebook dating. Can you, JR Media Productions, can you join in on the grievance? Yes, if you want to list something and have me rant on it, I will. But I still usually I have a list. Usually I have a post-it. This is how unaccountable I am this year. Do you see a list? No, there is no freaking list here. Usually I have a post-it of shit I need to just get off my fucking chest. Doctors who insist that my primary doctor not put me on benzos. Okay, now here's the deal. I have been on Klonopin for like a year or two. Yes, I know there are long-term effects and a risk of addiction with benzos. However, one, Klonopin is pretty damn weak, and two, I've been on the lowest damn dose possible, like literally. So every time I go to like a specialist or something for this long COVID, or the time I was in the hospital for 2 days, it'd be like, why are you on this? Why are you on this? Talk to my primary. Oh, we're going to switch your meds. No, you're not. You're not my primary doctor. You're not switching. You can call in 1,000 freaking prescriptions to freaking Walgreens. It's not happening. Which, by the way, Walgreens, you're on my shit list too. It's always in fucking competence. Hello, Jorge Salsa Chicago Chai. Welcome to the airing of grievances. It is always a shit show when you go to Walgreens to fill a prescription. I wish I could go back to CVS. I wish my insurance would let me go back to CVS. No, it's Walgreens and it's always a shit show. It's always like a mile long line. Half the time you get there, you're like, I got the notification saying my prescription's ready. It's not ready. Or pharmacy's open till 9, but you go to Walgreens at 3 and no one's there. Literally happened to me when I was about to go out of town. I was like, hi, kind of need these drugs. Luckily, I was able to transfer it. So there is that. Airlines. Now, luckily, I did a lot of traveling. I am blessed to do a lot of traveling. However, when my friend and I went to Europe, we assumed that our bags were included in our flight because we paid for like the upgrades and everything. On our way to Europe, yes, our check bags were included. On the way back, however, apparently Delta was running through Air France. Whatever they say about France and Paris with regards to Americans is not true. They're not rude, except at the airport. Both times I encountered rudeness in Paris was at the airport, both airports. And I was like, "Well, we didn't have to pay for them to come over here. We're basically flying the same airline over." And this French broad's like, "Well, you must have gotten away with it." "Oh, no, I did not get away with it, okay? That's 100 and something dollars. Yeah, just ooh, I want to scream about that. Um, then I also had the experience of Delta had first class. In Columbus, they were like, "Oh, when you get to Minneapolis, you can enjoy the lounge on your layover." Nope, not unless I wanna, have a credit card that I spend $500 a year on. But thanks for lying to me and getting my hopes up. That was great. Wonderful. Awesome. Otherwise, all my flights have been beautiful. I do have a Southwest hack. I'm gonna gatekeep it. I'm keeping it because I like staying in A class in the A boarding group. I'm going to gatekeep it unless you're one of my really close friends, and then you already know it because I already told it to you. Okay, we're gonna move on to da-da-da-da, da-da-do, da-da-da. One of the viewer grievances. Okay, JR Media Productions is a photographer. People who ask me for TFP, which is trade for print, or really lowballing me, but have no problem paying for some other douchebag. Yes, yes, that is a definite grievance. Definite grievance. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. I like the photographers that won't work with me because I'm either over 30 or over a size 4 or both. Those are always fun, really fun. Or the ones that won't work with me because I won't take my clothes off or they know they can't scam me. That's not happening. I have no grievance against Diet Coke. I know it's probably going to give me Alzheimer's. I have a grievance with this heat. This heat, as you can hear, my radiator's going off. Oh, here's another grievance. Oh, besides the heat, this whole building, I'm pretty sure I have to move, mostly because I watched my cat throw up her life right here. Um, however, oh, Bill the Kirk says my favorite Coke is Vanilla Coke Zero. If you can find me some in Chicago or know someone who can, I would love you forever because it is my favorite. This is my favorite, and I can never find it. Um, yeah, this building. Uh, I started 2022 with a neighbor from fucking hell. And I say hell because all hours of the night, booming bass. But then they got evicted because they were having like full out brawls in the hallway. Um, but before they left, they set their apartment on fire. Yes, literally, their apartment on fire. Like, I literally almost lost my apartment this year, in addition to losing my cat, having long COVID. Um, yeah, my cardiologist at the time was like, "Why did your heart rate go?" Because I had to run down 7 flights of damn stairs and let the fire department in so my damn apartment wouldn't burn down. That's why. Anyway, they're gone. I got a new neighbor in there, and the only time I hear him is when, like, either the Bears score or they fuck up. So I basically only hear him during football games. I haven't really met him. I met him like one time because he dropped his key out in the hallway. Whew! They were shitbags. They were awful, and I don't know where they went. I don't care where they went as long as they got the hell out, and they thankfully did not set my damn apartment on fire, though it did smell like smoke for like a fucking month. It was awesome, awesome smell. There's not enough Bath and Body Works candles and room spray to get that smell out. You just gotta let it go, let it roll, let it air out. Thank God it was summer when I could open the windows. Okay. Some comments before I get back to bitching about this building. Um, ah, Haley Adelaide Films, a positive. Neighbors moved out but left you a fire. Yes, they did. That was just great. JR Media Productions. My neighbors, both upstairs and behind my bedroom wall, are trash and neither security nor police would do anything whenever they blast loud music in the middle of the night. That's when you do some payback. You find out when they are sleeping. Okay, Bill the Kirk. Next time I come to Chicago and I'll bring you some. Yes. Yes. I feel like I should be drinking. Usually I'm like a couple glasses of wine in when I do this. It's shocking I'm doing this sober. Yeah, that was the worst thing about the medication was I couldn't drink. That's fun. Go to Europe, can't drink, especially when you're in Paris and you just want to have champagne. I tried and it was like, thump, like damn near passed out. Anyway, this heat in this building, it's like awful. And they tried to put the blame on me because my wall unit's still in, but usually it's covered up, but right now my nutcrackers are there. But anyway, this damn radiator situation is awful. Like sometimes it comes on, sometimes it doesn't. Thank God during this damn Chiberia that's going on right now, it's come on. So there's that. Okay, I've gone through the usual suspects. Da, 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 da. Some of you Duranis should be on this list. None that I'm friends with, but some of you, like literally, butthurt over I don't know what. I don't know. Some of you though, you're like at a 13 at a Duran show and you need to turn it down to like, I don't know, a fucking 2. Okay. Yeah. I think I've gone through all the grievances. I'm sure that I will sit here afterwards and I'll be like, "Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Oh, yes. Yes." I think we all have this grievance. A lot of us have this grievance. Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster can go fuck off, die, be abolished. Ignore this. There's something on my screen and it's bothering the Jesus out of me. Yes. I did not get Taylor Swift tickets. I paid a shit ton of fees. Someone at Ticketmaster is probably driving around in a new Mercedes or something just on the fees I've paid on Duran Duran tickets. That is a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, it's ridiculous, the fees. Thank God the UK tour was mostly not through Ticketmaster. Loved it. Yeah. Oh, here's another grievance from JR Media Productions. Everything about MLB in 2022, the Giants sucking, the Korea mess. Manfred is pretty bad, pretty awful. Yeah, nobody got Taylor Swift tickets. Sour grapes, Duranis, gotta love them. Yes, I don't. There's one out there that a couple years ago they had a look book contest, and they were butthurt that I made it, and I should not have been eligible. Oh, this is all quote here. Quote, she should not be eligible because she's a professional model. Just because I hired a photographer doesn't mean that you couldn't have hired a photographer. You could have hired a photographer and been in the Duran Duran lookbook. But yes, sour grape Duranis, you're on the grievance list. But yeah, Ticketmaster is like the worst of all. Like I said, but yeah, baseball, yeah, I got grievances with that. Manfred sucks. Yeah, he sucks. The Astros suck. Um, all the interesting train rides through Chicago, I should buy a Toyota. If anybody wants to buy me a car, oh, and a parking spot, because in my neighborhood, there's no freaking parking. There's like no parking. Yeah, there's that. So there's no parking. So buying a car is kind of out of the question just because I cannot deal with that. That triggers some living in Los Angeles PTSD. I also don't I mean, I've seen some crazy shit on the CTA. The CTA is definitely on the grievance list. Why? Ghost trains. Just Google ghost trains of CT Chicago Transit Authority or whatever. Or there is a Twitter ghost trains. Um, Freaking awful. Like, I'm not kidding. Usually my commute's 30, 40 minutes. One time, it took me 2 hours to get home, and that was not during Lollapalooza. 2 hours. Why? Because hang on, I gotta wave to Just D 1971. Hello and Merry Christmas, Amy. CTA, yeah, 2 hours to get home. Why? Because somebody liked to do some criminal activity on the CTA. Therefore, I had to take the train to one stop, get on a shuttle bus, and then it stops at every single stop that they miss. And then I had to recatch the train at another station. And then it didn't show up for like 30 minutes. So then I had to wait again to get home. CTA, so much fun. I should have, and I wanted to come up with something classy for what CTA stands for. Can't train anywhere. I can't transit anywhere. But yeah. Haley just reminded me of one more grievance I need to have. The mail thief in my building. Yes, that's right. I have a mail thief that lives in my building. Now, someone finally got smart. You can't get the camera footage from our building unless you file a police report. Now, if you've ever filed a police report here in Chicago, you know it's a big pain in the ass when it's something small. So I got a couple things stolen. I just didn't mess around with it because it was like, okay, it's like a fucking Birchbox. They'll return it. Oh, Haley or somebody in here remind me Birchbox next on the list. Something small or something, but someone finally did, and they were genius when they did it. I love that they did it. They went and got they got the footage from the security camera because they filed a police report. They printed up the photo of the guy using his key to get into the building to steal our packages from our package room and then plastered them all over the fucking building. That person's on the good list. Mail thief, you're not. However, I will say, ever since these photos went all over my fucking building, shockingly, we don't get our packages stolen anymore. Oh, so props to that. I mean, I should probably knock on some fucking wood. I don't even know if that's wood. It's like particle board from fucking IKEA. Okay, so Birchbox. Yes, you may have seen this on TikTok. Birchbox, rest in peace, motherfuckers. They went out of business, but they didn't tell anyone they were going out of business, and it kept charging people's cards. I got charged in October and never got a box, and then I started putting two and two together when I didn't get a November box. However, report that shit as fraud. Cancel your card. Yeah. Rest in peace, Birchbox. Yes, that was awful. So yeah, one less box. Yeah, I stopped unboxing too because nobody was watching that shit. And also, again, this is literally like one of my first lives. I think I've done maybe two since Phoenix died, just because it was so traumatizing. Oh, we have one more viewer grievance. Film festivals that don't show your film anywhere. Well, yeah, those happen. So there is that. Trying to think. Oh, another grievance. Reds ownership. Oh God, somebody free Joey Votto, please. Get that man. I mean, I know he wants to be a lifelong Red. I do, but just you know what? I know he's gonna be a lifelong Red, and it sucks that the man is never going to get a ring. It breaks my fucking heart because he is like a living angel, and if you're not following him on Instagram, you're missing out on some fun, wholesome Canadian content. There is that. Um, yeah, I have no grievances against Canada. Canada was freaking awesome, and I can't wait to go back. So, I think I've nailed all the grievances this year. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I will find more. Um, oh, the CW. See, I just this is why I should have had a list. The CW. Fuck the CW. Like you could not pay me to go watch Gotham Knights when it premieres. Why? Because the CW did Legends of Tomorrow dirty. They did Batwoman dirty. That was some dirty ass shit. You don't let a show run like Legends of Tomorrow, which is like a cult favorite for 7 years, and then let them end on a cliffhanger and don't give them their fans any closure. Fuck the CW. I know you're bankrupt as shit, but yeah, that's some bullshit. I'm hoping that Legends maybe gets some closure with this last season of Flash. I highly doubt it. Maybe James Gunn will give us some closure. I don't know, but that was some dirty ass shit. Really dirty ass shit. And Legends of Tomorrow deserved better. Hashtag save Legends of Tomorrow. I will still be tweeting it. They also did Dynasty dirty. That was screwed up. At least they gave Nancy Drew some closure. But I mean, the ultimate fuck you was to Legends. I mean, I hope. And then they have the audacity to re air Bebo Saves Christmas. Uh, Josh D, 1971. I hate when shows do that. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's a slap in the face to fans, especially. I think if your show runs longer than 5 seasons, they need to at least tell you in advance to give your fans closure. It's just ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure that now I've gone through my whole list of grievances. And that's, yeah, pretty much it. I don't want to run this over a half an hour either because let's be honest, who's really gonna fucking watch it? Except my haters and stalkers and trolls who will probably nitpick every little thing I said and then, I don't know, do something with it, whatever the fuck they do. Anyway, everybody have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and, I don't know, maybe I'll start live streaming more again. I don't know. This was kind of therapeutic. I don't feel so anxiety ridden and everything, though I do miss my little angel. And no, I'm not ready for another one yet. I have decided I will let the universe tell me. Miss Phoenix herself, her photos, her paintings still on the wall behind the tree. I will let her spirit determine when it is time for me to greet someone else on the cat tree. Happy holidays, everyone.